So you Warner Brothers, Suicide Squad fucking bombed, but Harley Quinn is still one of the biggest female superheroes on the fucking planet. What do? Dump most of the cast and focus everything on Harley Quinn.
I'm friendly, your worst enemy, charming, crass, and potentially dangerous. Have you ever heard of such? I'm invisible and impossible to touch.
What's up, it's your boy, I Know Mercy the Mad Hatter. I'm a little late to the game this time, but I really wanted to talk about the Birds of Prey trailer, and I didn't want this to become another Joker situation where I always mean to talk about it, but for whatever reason I never get around to it. For the record, I really do want to watch Joker, I just don't really have the opportunity to right now. So, Birds of Prey! This is basically just a Harley Quinn movie. I mean, I don't think anyone will argue that. She's the main focus. She's basically the character the team forms around. And with the exception of Black Canary and Huntress, the main Birds of Prey team isn't here. Like first of all, I'm pretty sure Oracle's not going to be in this. I mean, I guess they could surprise us and say that Harley Quinn has been communicating with someone named Oracle throughout the entire thing and giving her ideas and telling her what to do and shit like that, and actually it kind of coming off as she's hearing things in her head, and everyone just kind of plays it off as she's crazy, but it actually is Barbara Gordon giving Harley information on what she should do and where she should go and stuff like that. God damn it, that would actually be really clever. But they're not going to do that. They're probably not going to do that. For the first movie in what is essentially the DCEU's second phase, this isn't a strong start. It's not a terrible start at all. Like, I'm sure the movie will be entertaining enough. The problem with Suicide Squad isn't that, well, there were a lot of problems with Suicide Squad. But the main problem was that it was a Frankenstein hodgepodge of a bunch of different ideas smashed together in a way that doesn't really make sense. Like the basic bones of Suicide Squad was a fucking mess. But if they had stuck with a singular vision, it might not have been... It wouldn't have been good, but it at least would have been watchable. And I think they're going in the same general tone as Suicide Squad, which, I mean, yeah, like as a movie, it's probably the worst of the DCEU films, but if you don't think about it, it's at least enjoyable. Like, it's inoffensive, at least, if you don't think about it. I think they're going for that same sort of mindless, dumb action movie sort of feel that Suicide Squad had, but with a more focused narrative. So in that regard, it might be better than Suicide Squad, or it can't be, for Christ's sake, it can't be worse. So in that regard, I think it might be better, at the very fucking least. You do kind of have the issue of, now that you've basically jettisoned 99% of the cast, you have to introduce a whole new group of characters. That could be tricky, but it is a smaller cast this time, and at least one character you do instantly know. So, there's that, because the main problem with Suicide, not the main problem. One of the problems with Suicide Squad is that it tried to cram in too many characters at once, and that's hard to do. Like, it's clear they were trying to pull a Guardians of the Galaxy, and that movie did introduce its own super team that was never established before, and it did it well, but it only had 5 members. It only had Star-Lord, Gamora, Rocket, Groot, and Drax. That's 5 characters. You can build a story around introducing 5 characters at one time. It's not that hard. Suicide Squad had like 7 or 8. Like, still doable, but harder, you know? And so I think paring things down, because I think there are, let's see, there's Black Canary, Huntress, Renee Montoya, and one other character. I don't know. I'm not sure who it is. And Harley. So yeah, there's only 5 characters, and Harley you already know. So that's the thing. It's a pared down cast. It seems like they're going to be focusing on them as characters more, because like Suicide Squad tried to do that, but it didn't really work. It was whatever. I need to stop comparing this to fucking Suicide Squad, but it's really hard to, because it's the same basic aesthetic of Suicide Squad. Like it's clear they were trying to invoke the feel of Suicide Squad, but are hopefully trying to write a better story. So it's hard not to compare the two, but that's okay. Like okay, this does seem to be a female empowerment film. Like, it feels like that because okay, so the villain in this is the villains. There are 2 in here. Apparently, the villains are Black Mask, played by Ewan McGregor. Which, okay, yeah. Like, I'm pretty sure Ewan McGregor is gonna do a great job in this because it's Ewan fucking McGregor. But it's supposed to be Black Mask, but he's not wearing the Black Mask. It's weird. But I mean, he's also like Roman Sionis. Black Mask is also like a notorious Gotham City mob boss and stuff like that. So maybe they don't feel like he needs the Black Mask, and he'll probably just go by Roman Sionis throughout the entire thing. Like I doubt they'll actually call him Black Mask until maybe the very end, where he just randomly puts one on for whatever reason. I don't know. And the other is Victor Zsasz, and it looks like Black Mask is like torturing women for some reason, and like I guess Harley is like it might be a sex trafficking thing. Like he's kidnapping women and selling them off into slavery and stuff like that. That might be the case, and it'll bring Harley Quinn into this, and like the big thing, like the first thing you find out about this is that Harley broke up with Joker, which is weird. Like it's weird because like everyone knows that Joker treats Harley like shit, but in Suicide Squad they didn't show that at all. Like he was a good boyfriend for the most part. Like nothing really suggested that he abused her or anything like that. So did she break up with him, or did he break up with her, or what? Like what's happening here? I don't know. Like I feel like this is gonna be one of those situations where like in Justice League, where everyone was saying, oh, Superman, he was such an inspiration, he made everyone better, but like if you actually go back to Man of Steel and Batman vs Superman, that wasn't the fucking case at all. They were basically changing the narrative. So that the movie that they're telling now makes more sense. I'm pretty sure that's the direction. I'm pretty sure that's what they're gonna do with this. Like, oh no, like Joker's been abusing Harley for fucking years. She was constantly living in terror of him, and she like deep down she hated every moment that she was with him and stuff like that. Oh, you mean you're pointing to all those scenes in Suicide Squad where Joker was really loving and really genuinely seemed to care about Harley and shit like that. Oh, well, forget about that. I mean, he left her in the Lamborghini. Remember that scene? Remember that one scene where he actually did something fucked up to Harley Quinn? Yeah, that's indicative of their entire relationship, not the rest of the fucking movie. Okay. Sure. Well, whatever. So yeah, that's. So I'm pretty sure that's what they're gonna do with that. So, okay, fine. This whole thing, to its credit, it feels this whole trailer. It felt like the Amanda Connor solo Harley Quinn book. So I'll give you that. It feels more like Harley Quinn. Like this 2-minute trailer felt more like Harley Quinn than the entirety of Suicide Squad. I will give you that. It's a Birds of Prey movie, though. That's kind of the rub here, you know. Like, and it even has like once the trailer was over, it said Birds of Prey and had a subtitle, the utterly fabulous emancipation of Harley Quinn or something like that. Like, so this is a Harley Quinn movie. Just call it a Harley Quinn movie. You know, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, and Shazam were all amazing. They each had their own little problems. They weren't perfect films, but they were really fucking good. They were leagues better than what came before, or in Wonder Woman and Aquaman's case, what came in between, because Justice League came out and that wasn't as bad as Batman vs Superman or Man of Steel or Suicide Squad, but it was pretty fucking bad. It felt like DC was getting its shit together. And then you have Joker, which is its own thing, and I'm glad they were doing its own thing. And that seems amazing, and apparently a lot, and like the few reviews I've seen of it is saying, "Oh yeah, this is fucking awesome." So, you know what? Okay, like we had 4 good movies. One, admittedly, wasn't part of this shared universe, but you know, whatever. We had 4 good movies, and then you give us this. I won't say this is gonna be bad. I won't say that. It could be good, you know? Personally, I had my reservations about Wonder Woman, and that turned out great. So, you know, this might be okay. That's pretty much all I can say about it. It might be okay. I doubt it'll be amazing. And I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I would love for this movie to be amazing. I'd love for this movie to be the best fucking DC movie out there. It probably won't be, but you know, who knows. And I think a lot of people are... one thing I think everyone can kind of agree with, what we've seen of the characters, they're fucking terrible. The designs of the characters are fucking terrible. I mean, admittedly, Renee Montoya doesn't have a costume, at least not until... Like, there was a time when Renee Montoya became the Question. I'm pretty sure they're not going to do that here, because then they would actually have to introduce Victor Sage, the original Question, and then they'd have to build a relationship between Montoya and Sage, and then Sage would have to die of lung cancer, and then he'd have to give her his mask, you know, the mask that doesn't have a face, and then I don't know. Maybe they can spin this off and give Renee her own movie, and then she can become the Question now. Probably not, but who knows? So honestly, like, Rosie Perez is playing Renee Montoya. That's fine. She's fine, I guess. Wait, is it Rosie Perez? Cassandra Cain. Okay, so yeah, Rosie Perez is playing Renee Montoya, and the 5th girl it's Cassandra Cain, apparently, but she talks. Cassandra Cain, why can, you know, okay, okay, I guess. Really, Cassandra Cain? I mean, I mean, I like Cassandra Cain. I think she's awesome, but really, like this is how you introduce the second Batgirl. Wait, is she gonna be Batgirl in this? Is she is at the end of this is she going to become Batgirl? That would. Also, she's talking? That's weird. Because Cassandra Cain doesn't talk. Or at least when she was first introduced, she didn't talk. I don't know what to think about this. I was gonna go off on the character designs because they're fucking awful, but wow! I'm gonna I think this is I think I gotta end this here because like I said, I was gonna go off on the character design because they're pretty fucking terrible. Also, Mary Elizabeth Winstead is playing Huntress, Ramona from Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, and I am all in favor of that. Great job there. Yeah, I gotta process this. Cassandra Cain, wow. Okay, so yeah, I think this is the first for me to just end one of these videos without getting my full thoughts out, because I gotta process this shit, man. So yeah, I'm I No Mercy, the Mad Hatter. I'll see you guys later.